we're going to try to listen to what is the closest we can get to a medieval Midlands speaker. And we're using someone who's speaking Black Country dialect because several of the most distinctive words and sounds of that dialect are found in the Vernon Manuscript. And so one of the distinctive sounds is the way the word man is pronounced.
Oh, we're saying mom from the Black Country.
And the word for she. Thank you.
Does.
So a reading in the dialect of the Black Country today hopefully will enable us just to hear some of the sounds that you would have heard if you were in the audience 600 years ago. Bren's going to read just from 2 of the 370 texts. One of them is The Vision of Piers Plowman, and this is a poem attributed to William Langland, and it's about a dreamer who goes in search of a better society. It tells the story of how Will the dreamer fell asleep on Malvern Hills and how he saw visions of England, and he saw everybody from the king to beggars, and it raises all sorts of controversial topics of the day. Debt, the dole, poverty, taxes, all the problems we've solved, of course, today. And then Bren's going to go on and he's going to read from a short lyric poem, a moral poem, which is based on the ancient Greek aphorism, know thyself, and also that text turns up in the Bible. And this is a poem with short rhyming stanzas, each of them ending in a refrain, which reminds each mon that he ought to know about his own mortality and his failings. So it's all a bit serious, but we get lots of examples of the word man in it, so I chose it. And I thought we've got a little secret ahead for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by me reading a bit from the manuscript, and I'm going to read this in Scholars Middle English. This is what I do for my students. But then we're going to move, and Bren's going to pick it up, and we're going to try to move from the modern scholar to hearing the sounds from 600 years ago. So, are we up for that, Bren? Okay. So I'm going to be reading the first couple of lines, and then Bren is going to take over. In a summer saison, when softer was the sonne, he shook me into a shroud, a shape as he were.
In habit of an hermit unholy awakes, when Darwin in this world wonders to hear. But in a May morning on Malvern Hills me befell a fairy methought. I was weary of wondering and went to me rest under a broad bank by a bourne side. And as I lay and leaned and looked on the wet as I slumbered in sleeping in sound salmury, then gone I meeting a marvellous sweven. That I was in a wilderness must I never wear. And as I behold in the east and eye to the sun, I saw a tower on a top, wonderlik I make it, a deep ditch and dark and dreadful sight. A fair field full of folk, found are there between, of all manner of men, the mean and the rich, working and wondering as the world asketh. What this mountain bemeaneth, and this dark dale, and this fair field full of folk, fair I shall show. A lovely lady on a in linen clothed, come down from the loft and clept me fair, and said, Son, sleepest thou, seest thou this people, all how busy they been about the maze? The most part of the people that pass us now on earth, haven't they worship in this world kept they now better? Of other heaven than here giveth they no tale. Ich was afraid of a face thou ere fair were, and said, Mercy, madam, what's this to mean? This tower and this toft, quoth ere truth is therein, and would that ye wroughten as this word teacheth. For he's the father of faith that formed you all, both with fell and with fairst, and give you 5 weeks, for to worship him while ye beeth here, and for he high to earth to serve you each of wool and of linen of to livelihood at need, in measurable manner to make you at ease, and command it of his courtesy in commune 3 things, and names bith needful, and name them I think, be rule and be reason, rehearse and of hereafter, that on clothing his front shall you to serve, and that other meat at meal for me sees of this elven, and drink who and thou driest, but do it not out of reason, for that thou wear the wares, whom thou wear shouldest. Bit of audience participation. Anybody here from the Black Country? I know there's at least 3, 4. Okay. So you'll find this easy, so I want you to be leaders in this. Every time I put my hand up, I want you to join in with the refrain. For each man ought himself to know. So can we have a practice of that? For each man ought himself to know. Okay, so?
For each man ought himself to know.
Just checking you was clear. Each man ought himself to know. In an epistle that Paul wrote, I found it written and it said like this: each christened creature knowing himself ought his own vessel, and so it is, ne'er help of him that us dear bought. We were born to little bliss, who in all thee good deeds be thou sought. Seek and thou shalt find an amiss, every man should know and is. And that is little as he trow, to each as self Christ as whiz. For each man ought himself to know. Know thyself, what thou wear, whom thou wear, and thy mother born. Who was thy mother that thee bare, and who was thy father there before? Know how they be forth fair. So shall thou, and thou hadst sworn, now thou come hither with care. Thou know'st never, if thou bide till morn, how lightly thou might be forlorn. But thou thy sin strive and show for land or kith, cattle or corn. Each man ought himself to know. We do it again. Each man ought himself to know. Know thy life, it may not last, but as a blast, blow out thy breath. Tout and be another man tasked. Right as a glentland gleam it goeth, what is all that forth is past. It fareth as a fire on heath, the world's good away while wast. For sin's sickness thy soul sleep, and that is full a doleful death. To save thy soul and thou be slow, with thy mastery meddle thee meth. For each man ought himself to know.